Give me them chubbies. Give me them chubbies. Give me them rolls. Give me them dinner rolls. Give me that big old booty. Give me them chubby rolls. Give me all of that chubby goodness. Ow! Here we go. Give me that leg. Oh my god, give me them chicken wings. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, and today we are doing something a little bit different. We are in the toy room! Okay, guys, so I'm making a video right now because I want to show you guys, well, one of you guys asked me, how do you get action figures? How do you review action figures? How do you obtain, how are you able to buy so many action figures and review them? Now, my situation is a little bit different as opposed to other YouTubers because I'm not a big-time YouTuber. I'm a small-time YouTuber. I don't make any money from this. I don't get any endorsements. I don't get any advertisements. Nobody sends me any free shit. I buy everything. So I'm a little bit of a different YouTuber, toy reviewer, as opposed to other toy reviewers, because I buy a lot of vintage stuff and I review a lot of vintage action figures. Now, the vintage action figures, they don't get me the views that maybe the new action figures get me. I could care less about the views. I'm not in it for the views. I'm in it because I'm actually a collector. I like collecting things. I like collecting action figures. I like collecting stuff that I want to collect. I just don't buy stuff just to review it like other channels do. I'm an actual collector like a lot of you guys. So, one thing I do in order to keep the income flowing in and to keep the action figures, new action figures and old figures that I buy to review, is I do what a lot of you guys probably already do, and that is cycling. So what cycling is for example, I'm going to turn my camera. Let me see. Hold on one moment. Oh, no, I can't because I'm recording. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can. No, I can't. I thought I could switch it. Oh, maybe I can. Hold on. No, that's a... Oh, no, that's close up. Get back. Okay, maybe I can't with this camera. Okay. Maybe I can only do that when I'm live or something to switch the camera around. But, yeah. Okay. So, essentially, I'm just going to turn my camera this way. So, essentially, what I'm going to do is usually when I buy, like, action figures, you know, and maybe when I buy them, I don't really like them anymore, and I just want to resell them and get my money back, or maybe make a little bit more from it. For an example, right now I just sold a Batwoman from Batman Beyond. If you guys saw a review of that, here I'm in my closet right now. This is where I put a lot of my stuff. A lot of my stuff in here, a lot of my action figures, stuff that I have yet to review, some parts, and the drawer right there, some stuff that's for sale. But I have another room dedicated to that. So essentially I have this Batgirl right here, which I didn't really like. I reviewed, I think she's a good Batgirl. But essentially one of the main reasons why I got her is simply I just wanted the bath piece. I got her in hand, didn't really like her. There's too many Batman Beyond figures. I'm just satisfied with the one. I just recently sold this on Makari. So that's usually where I sell a lot of my stuff. Whether it's, you guys can go to eBay, Makari, whatnot, Craigslist. There are so many different places where you can sell your action figures. My primary business is through Makari. So I sold this Batgirl simply because I just don't want her. I can't keep every single action figure that I buy. As you guys know, you guys are collectors, you guys... No, it's impossible, man. So I sell off a lot of stuff, whether it's pieces or accessories or action figures or whatever the case may be, I can resell it. So she's gonna go up for sale. I'm gonna show you the process of which I do how I ship these figures. Now, there are companies that you can pay for their services and then you can ship your items for free or ship them for a very, very low cost. I'm looking into that at the moment, but right now I'm pretty satisfied with the post office because I ship a lot of small items, so this will probably cost me like a couple bucks to ship. So I'm still gonna make a profit. I'm still gonna make my money. Makari, I think, takes like 10 or 20%, just depending on the figure itself. So that's one of the figures. Some of the figures that I'm going to be selling is like in my video game collection. I'm going to be selling some of my figures simply because I just don't have any use for them. I just don't have any attachment to them. They're not really bringing me anything. They're not really doing anything for my collection. And so you have to cycle out your collection. You have to funnel out your collection pretty much to make room for the action figures that you do want. So you have to sell the action figures that you maybe don't want anymore or just don't have the same feel for to make room for new action figures. Let's go to the Makari app and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay guys, so we are here at my review station. I'm here on my Makari app, so this is in progress right now. So this is what I'm selling, this is what I'm buying. Here is my 5-star rating on Makari. I have 744 reviews. I've completed 340 sales. So that's how long I've been on Makari for maybe a couple years, and I've been selling a lot of stuff. Now, if you want, you can go to what I'm selling, or actually, let me see. Let me come out of here. So this is some of the stuff that I sold right here that's coming to me. So this is all in progress right here. This is what I've completed right here, all these orders. And it usually gives you a total. I have a listing. I probably have maybe over 100 listings because I sell other stuff other than action figures. But my balance right now, let me see. My balance right now, I don't want to show you guys my my name on Makari because I don't want you guys stalking me. But I'm at 440.77. I have 224 followers. So every time you sell something, you have followers and people that will, you have, people that will come back to you, customers that if they were interested in some of the stuff that you sold, they'll see some of your stuff and it'll be easier for you to sell the stuff because they'll be, they'll see what you're selling. So that's a good point. That's a good thing with Makari. That's one of the things I like about Makari. And also you can drop the price anytime. They'll re-promote it, re-promote your item. And another thing I like too is you can actually use your funds. So I can actually use this balance, the 40.77, to actually buy more action figures. So I have $40.77 in available funds to actually buy more action figures. Or if I want, I can go ahead and do a direct deposit into my account, which I don't really need to because I don't really need the money. Let's get back to money. Okay. So let's talk about money and funds and how I'm able to do this. Like I said, I don't make money from YouTube. I don't have any paid sponsors or none of that shit. I work, well, I guess you could say a regular job. I kind of work for myself. I work a couple of different jobs that I work for myself, which brings me in some pretty good money. I'm not rich by any means. I'm always looking to better myself financially. So, and also, with Makari, being that I seldom really spend my own money on action figures, usually when I sell an item, that goes to Makari and I'll end up buying something else on Makari and those funds will go towards Makari to buy some new action figures or old action figures in my case. So I have like a regular jobs. I'm able to, that's one of the main reasons why, well, you have to have a regular job in order to have bills. You can't go on YouTube and expect to make $1 million or to be, a huge internet star. It's not going to happen like that. A lot of people want to review action figures because they want to get free action figures or they want to become rich and famous. It's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you ahead of time because if you didn't get a head start maybe 7 or 8 years ago and you're not a big time YouTuber or toy reviewer, like say like a Shardamus or who was an Anthony Customs or maybe like a Pixel Dan, you're not going to make any money. Let's just be honest. You might make a little bit of money, but never rely on YouTube to pay your bills. YouTube doesn't pay my bills. I pay my own bills with my own money. So let's get that out of the way. Don't rely. If you're in the collecting game to make money, you're going to lose money. you're going to lose a lot of money if you're going to try to compete with other toy reviewers who are getting these action figures for free. And also, you're competing with people that live overseas that are actually getting the action figures before a lot of you maybe that are living in the States. So you're competing with that, which you're not going to win because they're going to get the more views because with the new action figures that are being released, they're going to get the more views. It's just going to happen. So you, as a YouTuber, you have to create different content in order to get maybe the views that you're looking for. If you're just going to review an action figure that everyone has already reviewed, that maybe 100 other YouTubers have reviewed, if you're looking for views on YouTube, it's not going to happen, especially if you're starting out now as a collector. So I just want to let you guys know that. I just want to put that out there. So that's pretty much how I funnel my money, my cycling, my collection, selling figures that I don't want. As you guys can see, I have a pretty big collection. If I ever want like available funds, I can sell some figures, you know, here and there, make $20 here, $40 there, $60 there, $100 there, just depending on what I want to sell and knowing the market and knowing what kind of action figures what sells and what doesn't. And also parting ways with action figures that are probably valuable that you might want in your collection. I'm not to that point where I desperately need funds to where I'm selling some of my Grail figures. That's not going to happen. I'm just selling figures that I don't really want. That for that Batgirl, Batwoman, for example. I'm going to show you some of the other stuff that I'm selling as well. So one of the things that I'm selling off, guys, is my Star Wars collection. It's just a collection that I just no longer want. Even though I love the figures, I still love the Star Wars movies. If you guys heard my gripes about Star Wars, then then you guys know how I feel about Star Wars and all that great stuff. But I do have some great figures right here that I'm probably going to post individually or maybe as, I don't know, maybe as like a team or something, because I know there's some figures that are not going to sell, so I might post them all together, you know, maybe from the same movie. So yeah, I'm going to be posting my Star Wars figures for sale. And so what you usually need is maybe a good camera and then maybe like a good backdrop to shoot them, take a picture, and then you'll be able to post them on Makari or eBay, whatever you choose. But yeah, that's some of the figs that I'm going to be posting for sale coming soon. So how I usually package my figure is I usually have a small little envelope, because if you're sending it through the post office or FedEx or UPS, usually they charge either by the size, the width, the weight, all that great stuff. So the lighter it is, the cheaper it's going to be. The smaller it is, the cheaper it's going to be. That's just how it works. So what I normally do is I package it up in some kind of like bubble wrap. Luckily, I got this with another figure that I bought, so I'm kind of reusing it. And that's another good thing for all you shippers out there. If you guys want to ship figures, regardless of who you're selling through, always keep your boxes and your bubble wrap and your packaging stuff. And so there is Batwoman right there, packaged up. And so you're going to put your name, address, you know, zip code, and then where it's going to right here. And then you put it in the envelope, tape it up, and then ship it to the post office. $3-4 later, you know, 3-4 days later, it'll end up at its destination, and then you'll get paid. It's as simple as that. Okay guys, so we are on our way to the post office to drop off some packages. Yeah, as simple as that. If you have a car and you have items to sell, you can make money selling items online. Okay guys, so just got back from the post office, just sent out some more packages. So let me show you some of the stuff that where I'm at right now. So here's my Makari page right here. I'm at 104. If you guys can see, that's probably backwards. 104.30. So those are available funds. So I can either have the 104 deposited in my account,
or I can just leave it there for figures I might want to buy in the future, which normally I do. I think I've deposited maybe that cash from my Makari app maybe twice since I've been on there for the past 2 years. So most of the times I just leave the funds there because I don't really need it. And if I want to buy action figures, I can just put those funds towards those action figures. I don't really have to spend my own money, even though I'm kind of spending my own money in a way because I'm selling off those action figures, and also it costs money to send them out. You know, a few bucks here and there. Of course, it all adds up, but it's funds that I don't really have to take out of my savings account or checking account. You know, and plus, if you have like cash, on you, you can go ahead and go to the post office, package it up, and then send it out. For $4. And I don't even look at that as that's it. To me, that's just kind of spending money, that I use to, for other things and for shipping, pretty much product through the mail. So it definitely saves you a lot more money as opposed to, going out to the store, spending your gas and buying an action figure for 20, maybe 30, maybe $40. You have available funds right there sitting for you, and you can buy, action figures, whether they be vintage or new. If they're new on the market, whether it's Makari or eBay, you're going to be paying a little bit more than what you would normally find in stores. But then again, if you're having a hard time finding an action figure in stores, then Makari, eBay is a good place to go if you want to pay, maybe $10, maybe $20 more just to get the action figure, because you might not be able to get it. Maybe it's a limited edition. Maybe it's a hard figure to find for you. Maybe it's a figure that you really want right now and you can't find it in stores. Maybe it's on pre-order. And in my case, it's on. I have a few figures that are on pre-order that are not that have been pushed back at least a couple of months, and I'm probably not going to see them until next year. So it's always good to go on to Makari, and you can find these figures that you have on pre-order, and if you want to spend a little bit more money, you can do it. You have the funds there available. So there was a little video, guys, on cycling my collection. This is how I make extra money. This is how I keep, extra money. If you guys want to make extra spending money, selling off some figures, or just if you need figures, or if you need money to buy new figures, sell off your old figures for new figures, sell off some of the figures that you may not want anymore, move on like I'm kind of doing right now with my Star Wars collection. And it's a good way to bring in some extra income for the holidays. Or, like I said, if you want to put it towards more action figures, that's normally what I do because I don't really need the money. Those are kind of my spending funds, so I kind of put that money towards more action figures. So I hope this video helps you out. I hope this video helped you guys out. That's kind of what I was trying to say. Hopefully it gave you guys some good ideas as far as like spending money, saving money. This is how I keep my channel going. This is how I keep my collecting hobby going, because I am a collector and I don't have any other sources of income, through my channel. This is pretty much how I keep everything going. This is how I'm able to buy and afford the action figures I want to get, and also plus I know my spending limit as well. I know, I spend an average, of $20 an action figure. I don't really go over that price. If I find something that I like, I might spend 40, I might spend $60, just depending on the action figure, but I know my limit, I know my spending limit, I know what I collect, and I think that's very important to know what you collect and know how much you're going to spend. And that always helps. Keeping track of your funds definitely helps. But this was my little video of cycling out my collection. This gives you an idea, guys, of what you want to do. If you want to become a YouTuber, how to get into this business, how to save money, how to spend your money wisely, how to make extra money. And so I give you a taste of what I do and how I do things and how I keep things moving. Alright guys, if you liked this little video, if it was helpful at all, give me a like, comment, subscribe, let me know
If you guys have any ideas of how or what you do as far as, you know, adding on to your collection, buying action figures, do you guys have any methods for me that I could use? And maybe pin it to the comment section. I maybe will. I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next review. Peace out.